what's up you guys? How's it going? It's Papa, and today we are on our last binder. So this is my extra deck, or not my extra deck, I did that yesterday. So this is my deck core binder. I know in the past I did have two of these because I had a lot of different decks, but I decided to just turn those all in that were in the extra deck core binder. But I got rid of all those and I just consumed it down to one main deck binder, mainly because I didn't want to have too many decks that weren't being used. I wanted to be able to play like the same decks and get better with those same decks, basically kind of cutting out what I wanted to do with Rogue to the King. But right now, since we're in a Sprite format, I'm not doing Rogue to the King. And I mean, you could argue that for all the other formats that I just didn't do because I just didn't think it was a good idea. And like, since events also came back, I didn't want to do Rogue to the King because I wanted to focus on doing well at those events. But since there is a very small event cap for my state, California, and basically it's going to be harder to go to different regionals, I might just bring it back. Who knows? We'll see. But that's not what you're here to listen to. You're here to see some shiny cardboard. And this has a lot of my favorite decks in here, basically the ones that I use the most. Some old that you have seen if you're big fans of the channel and have been here basically since day one. And then it has some more updated ones. But yeah, guys, without further ado, I think it is now day 7. And we are going to close off with a big banger being my... yes, this one, my my main decks. So without further ado, why don't we just go ahead and just get right into it, shall we? Okay guys, and to wrap it up, we have the very last binder in my collection. This is going to be the deck core binder. This is basically where all of my deck cores stay, all of my like more important ones, like my more meta tier decks, all stay in this binder because they're just the ones that basically make me play the game. So you can't play a deck without a deck core. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Just real quick, this is the one that I use the most, so it has the most stickers on it. You have your Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market sticker, your Hypeline sticker from the merch that I ordered a long time ago. Todd Graves, the founder of Raising Cane's, a really cool dude. The Meta Bros, big fans of you. Love you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Big fans. And then, of course, my locals, Top Choice Gaming, because you always support your locals. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the deck core binder. So starting off with the bangers of the deck core binder. This is my Burning Abyss core. You have your 3 secret rare first edition tour guide from the Underworld from Extreme Victory. You have your Gay Dante. You have gold rare secret Beatrice, your secret rare first edition Cherry Beanie, and then of course you have to play Duelist Alliance Dantes because otherwise you're playing the deck wrong. Love this deck. This is my ride or die. Moving on, we play all of the higher rarity BAs as well. Arguably, I do like the original print rares, but I have the golds because I had to get rid of my rares to someone else who needed it. So I play golds now, but except for Graf and Skarm, of course, because they're just better. 3 copies of Rhino Warrior, super rare from the OTS, 3 super rare Skarms, 3 super rare Grafs. I do have 2 gold rare Seers and then 1 rare Seer still, but I use the golds because you never need 3 Seer. 3 Farfas, again, 2 gold, 1 rare. 1 Calcab with 2 rare Calcabs as well. Same reasoning, you never need more than 1 Calcab. You have 1 gold rare Alish because, again, same reasoning. Same with the Barbar, and then same with the Libich. I never really need the other Libich, so I just play the 1 gold, 1 gold. And then, of course, you play double backcheck, but I just have the 2 in here right behind each other. But that's it for the Bring Up This core. Right here, I have an adventure package. I have the Draco pack just chilling behind the Fateful, so that's what that is. But you have your 3 Enchantress, of course, your Illegal Knight, Griffin Rider with the 3 Rite of Amira Seers, and then the Fateful, because how else are you going to play Brave? Oh man, I had a lot of people say they liked seeing this deck, and a whole lot of people saying they didn't like seeing this deck. But I have the original core of Phantom Knights because this is one of my favorite decks in the game. I really do love this deck a lot. I have actually yet to play this deck with the adventure package, so if you guys want to see an updated Phantom Knight list, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. But I do still like this deck. I still have this deck, and it is a deck that I really love playing. And who knows, maybe with the next ban list, maybe this deck could come back into the format. But we'll have to wait and see. Moving on, this is the deck that I have been playing a lot recently, and it is Sprite. This is probably going to be my meta deck for the upcoming season of Yu-Gi-Oh! At least until the YCS for sure. But it's a deck I'm also just having a lot of fun with. I actually really do enjoy playing this deck, even though it is a meta deck. But you have your 3 blues, your 3 jets, 3 red, 3 carrot, 3 pixies, 3 smashers. You don't need to max out on any of these, except for these, of course. But all these cards are just here in case I need extras. You have the 3 starter. I only have 2 elf. I need to get a third, but I only have 2 elf for right now. 2 gigantics, and then 1 Soul Sweeper, which I would only ever play with this deck, but even then I don't even play this card in my Sprite build, so it's just here collecting dust. 3 super rare divas, 3 common swap frogs, first edition from their original set. Thank you, Arturo. 1 common dupe, 1 common run-in, and then of course we have to play the Invasion of Vengeance. Totally awesome. Look at that shine. Love this card. Very beautiful card. But moving right along, because I know you're tired of meta. This is my Lightsworn core. I have all the generic Lightsworns here with the 3 recharges, the 3 charge of Light Brigade with the Minerva, 3 Raiden, 3 Wolves, Garoth, and Baby Minerva. They're basically just here collecting dust for the most part because I'm not playing a pile deck right now, but when I do, oof, I'll go back to these babies. This is my Therion core. The Papa Ygo'S signatures are written by me. I gave these to Karan to use for a regional. He said to sign them so that way he could be thinking of me while he plays. So that's the reason behind that, but I don't really sell my cards anyway, so I just thought I'd just keep it anyway. You have your 3 lilies, your 3 regulus, 1 of each of the smaller ones because they're not the best ones. 2 charge, 1 cross. This card's actually really busted when you're playing like the pure build like you've seen on my channel. If you haven't already, go check out that list. 3 endless Argo system. This card is really busted as well, being able to get you basically to any one of these. But moving right along. Libromancer. This is a deck that I didn't really think that I would like actually invest in and like be able to like play, but I've had a really big amount of fun playing this deck. It's really busted. You have your 3 fires, of course. You have the Geek Boys, the Agent, Field Spell. This card is actually just insane. I keep my illusions in here with the souls, basically because I don't play any other ritual deck, so I just have them in here to be with the others. Save a Carbonet on. I don't really have a need to like play these cards in any other deck, so they just kind of sit in here with the Libromancer core. This is a fun one. I know the glare is getting a little bit bad, and I do apologize for that, but this is a really fun deck that I really enjoy playing. We have Altergeist, so you have your 3 Marionetters, your 3 Fakers, your 3 Meloseek, 2 Sulcoitus, 1 Pukari. I've never actually played the deck with Pukari. I know I profiled it and did a few test hands with it, but I never took it to like my locals or anything. I just kind of like played at home and played online, but never anything too serious with it. Your 3 super spoofings, your 2 super protocols, and the 1 manifestation. And then I believe the extra deck's on the back, yep. So we have the Memory Gants right here, the Prime Banshees, the Linkarebas, and then the 3 Hextias. Basically just maxing out the extra deck. I don't even know if I play this card anymore. I think I might have played it, but it wasn't really that good. Infernoid. This is basically the spells and traps. This should be flipped. These should be right here, but I'm only human. 3 Void Banishment, 3 Imagination, and then a 3 Void Feast. And then on the other side, we have all of the Big Daddy Infernoids. You have your 3 Decatron original prints, first editions, your 2 Inokus, your 2 Deviatis, basically mom and dad, your 2 Petrulias, super rare from the OTS, 2 Sisamos, 1 Atondal, Sajet, Harmadic, and Antra, with the 3 tiers at the bottom, all their original prints, not the secret rares because I'm not a scrub. Okay, now these are the branded cards and the Dogmatica cards, but if you've seen them in the past, you know I played Branded Eldritch, you know I played Pure Eldritch, you know I played Dogmatica Eldritch. These are basically just the builds for in case I wanted to do any of these for my Eldritch builds. You have the 3 Punishments, all super rare from the OTS. 3 Nadir Servants, all ultra rare. I know it's at 2, but maybe one day it'll come back to 3. Fleur de Lis, secret rare, first edition. It's also Europrint. This is a very beautiful card. I really like this card a lot, but I never really use it, so it just collects dust. Titanic Clad, secret rare, first edition. Maximus, ultra rare, not the secret. 2 Albions. These are the commons, they're not the ultras. 2 of the Mirror Jade. 1 of this one. 2 ultra rare Albaz, and then the 3 Fusions. Just for the branded package. And then of course you have the actual Eldritch core itself. You have your 2 secret Golden Lords, of course, because I'm not playing golds because the golds suck. 1 ultra rare Ecclesia. I don't have my ulti anymore. I sold it because I just didn't need to play an ulti, especially if I wasn't playing the deck at the time. 3 super rare old lands, 1 rare golden land forever, and 1 super golden land forever. I had the rare until I got the super, so now they just kind of both sit in here in tandem. 1 Elixir of White Destiny because it was just filler. 3 Sanguine, 3 Kongs, and then 3 Hawkweros. Who knows if this engine's ever going to get hit, but still a really cool deck. Speaking of cool deck, arguably one of my favorite decks. I know a lot of people don't like this deck, but it's one of my favorites. One day you'll come back, King. One day. Your Dynamite Knights, your Ignis Heats, your Majesty Maidens, the Draco spells, the Secret Rare Terraforming, just to be paired with the Secret Rare diagrams that I have, but I never really use it, because again, this deck is just not playable until we get this baby back. But of course, Masterpiece. And then you have your 3 Maximum Crisis diagrams up top, your 3 super rare Apocalypse, your 3 ultra rare True King's Return for when the deck does come back. And when it does come back, oh man, what a day it's going to be. You'll probably never see me play anything else until Diagram comes back to 3. 3 copies of Gold Gadget, 3 Silver Gadget, Union Driver, Photon Orbital, and the Heavy Mech. That's how old this deck is that I've had it as the ABC. I basically got this just so I could play the Union Carrier with it to make the deck better. Who knows, if Union Carrier does come back, then I could just keep playing this deck and I can just make this deck even better. But of course, we're talking about ABC. You have your 3 A's, 3 B's, 3 C's. I've had this core basically since the deck came out, and it just has not gone away ever since. I got 3 copies of Union Hanger. These are actually all Europrint, just the field spells. You have your 3 copies of Buster Dragon, your 3 copies of Unauthorized Activation, because it's basically just a diet Union Hanger, but it's still a great card nonetheless. Getting close to the end here, getting ready to wrap it up, we have 3 copies of Suprex. This is basically just like the Gouki page. Your 3 Headbats, your 2 Cobras, your 1, not 1 actually, there's 2, 2 Octastretch, 2 Guts, a Scorpio, 3 Firefly Lady, and 3 Junk Forward for just extra extenders and starters. You have your 3 DDRs. This is probably the best card that you could have for the Gouki deck. This card is really insane. Arguably the Penis Blade is even better, but still a really great card nonetheless for the equips. You have 2 copies of Gouki Rematch down here. I don't have supers. They're still just common because I haven't upgraded this core yet, but when I do, oof. And then I have some red layers, some Immortal Penis Gearfrieds for when I do want to play the extra negate build, but it's just here collecting dust basically. Your Code Breakers, just to make the combo even better, and then 3 copies of Isolde, because if I was playing a Dark Hero, I would be playing the 1 Isolde, but since I'm playing Gouki, I play the 2 supers, but it really just depends. Wrapping it up, the last deck core that I have in the binder is my Zoodiac core. You never know when this card is going to come back, or if it's going to come back. Same with Dryden, you just never know. But I have my 3 Rats, my 3 Whips, my 3 Rambrams, supers from the OTS pack. 3 Thoroughblades, 3 Barrage Cores, ultra rare reprint Zeus's. I play the 2 ultras with the 1 secret when I do play this deck. And then lastly, you have the rest of the Exeses to wrap off the deck core binder. You have your 3 copies of Borbo, super rares from the OTS of course, 3 copies of Mortar, and your 3 copies of Chakanine. But yeah guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for the deck core binder. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a wrap basically just in general for the collection series. So I really hope you enjoyed this series. I think it was really cool to be able to just take a look at all of the cards that I have collected over the past couple years. And my collection has definitely grown. If you haven't seen my first collection video on my channel, it's one of my very first videos on the channel. So go check that out and see what my collection looks like now. I'm very proud of it. I do enjoy having all these cards like at basically command. I don't know what I'm saying here, but you guys made this possible. I really couldn't have done this without a lot of you, and yeah, we'll see what the future holds in store. But I hope you enjoyed the collection series, and until next time guys, this has been Papa, and I will catch you all in my next video. Take care everyone.